Sometimes you got to look back to look forward. This is the Saturday Nugget. Let's go. What up, gang? It's your boy, Eric Jackson, Houston, Texas. Yes, it is Saturday morning. I have just left the gym feeling phenomenal and wanted to do the Saturday Nugget, just at the car. How cool is that? So, good morning. Morning. Hope you're having a wonderful day. To all my mothers, happy Mother's Day, ladies. Hope you have a great weekend. Hope the kids take care of you and all that other good stuff. And fellas, don't forget, it's Mother's Day. You husbands out there that's like, yeah, thanks for the reminder, Eric. So let's get into this week's nugget. Really just going off the top of the head, I was thinking about some things doing my workout, and I was kind of looking back at, the accomplishments that have taken place in my life over the past year, 2 years, and the transformation, right? And also, secondly, looking back at what prompted that. And a lot of times we go through these processes and we don't really sit down and take note or acknowledge where we were in the past as opposed to where we are right now. It's like right now, there's some phenomenal things going on in my life. And I'm having some major successes in pretty much every area of my life. You guys hear me talk about being body, balance, and business on a regular basis. And that's truly, I'm really hitting on all cylinders in every one of those areas, right? My body's, back in shape. I have my connection not only with God, but with myself. And we'll get into that also, at some point in time, because that's a really huge topic. A lot of people is like, well, you need to be connected to God. That's true, but you also need to be very connected to yourself. And my balance, the relationships that I have around me right now, phenomenal relationships. I've connected with some wonderful, empowering, enlightening, and very visionary people. And that in itself, another scenario why things are working so well, because I've surrounded myself with the right people, right? And in business, you guys are seeing me do some phenomenal things as far as, I've created a coaching system. I've gotten my first client, which I hadn't announced out loud, so now you guys know. Hi. But I've gotten my client base started. I've got a couple of other people that are going to be starting with me here shortly. So that's thriving. I've also got the pump card. You guys saw that. That's, back on the table. There were some technical difficulties that had to be upgraded with that system. That's back on the table. Another major announcement that's going to be, I'll be putting that out there here shortly. Also, the nutritional products that I have, Revital U. I'm connected with the top runners in that particular company, and they're helping me re-strategize and rebrand myself. So there's a lot of, things going on that I'm really happy about. But I also have to acknowledge that all of that came from a place that was not really, where I wanted to be. say that not because of, I want to look at the doom and gloom and this, that, and other, but I feel like there are people out there that may be in that place right now. And for me, it took wanting to do something different. I simply got tired, right? And it was a matter of being honest with myself and realizing that, one, I wasn't putting in the effort that I possibly could. I was nowhere near operating at my full potential. I was being lazy. And I'm not, please don't forgive me, I'm not saying that if you're in that situation, you're being lazy. Yes, there are, people that have legitimate issues out there, but in the same token, those same issues will not take care of themselves. You will have to make an effort to take care of them. All right? Now, in saying that, again, like I said, I was in a very bad place. And until I got to that point of just being tired and saying, okay, I've got to do something about it, nothing was going to change. Nothing was going to change. And does that mean, okay, after I got to that point, the heavens opened up and the blessings started falling? No, not even close. Right? There was a lot of internal work that I had to do with myself. There was a lot of physical work that I had to do with myself. There was a lot of acknowledgments, truthfulness that I had to be with myself, and also taking ownership. Pay attention to that word. A lot of us, we don't take ownership for the things that are going on in our life. We want to blame someone else. We want to put it on, what they did to me and what happened when I was a kid. The experiences of, well, I've been this way because such and such did this to me this one time, ... Yeah, okay. Let that shit go. Yeah, I said it. But real talk, I mean, until you take ownership with yourself, until you be truthful with yourself, and until you make a decision, a solid decision that you are no longer willing to accept the standards of living and the standards of where your life is in this moment, you're not going to do anything. Okay? Now, here's the flip side of that. It also happens when you're doing good, right? When you're doing just okay. You see, once I got to that point of being out of scarcity, right? Being out of the lack, being out of the depression, being out of the misery, I could float at, that level, right? That's the normal, that's the average level. But I took it a step further, right? I got to the point where I was like, okay, well, anybody can do average. Anybody can, buy a car. Anybody can get a house. Anybody can, be good at their job. How can I be better? Because I don't want to just solve a problem. I didn't want to just solve the problem that was at hand. I wanted to eliminate it completely. That means I had to, again, go into my being. Make sure I had that connection with myself. Make sure I had that connection with God, and that we were in alignment and in tune with each other. Right? I had to surround myself with. I had to work on my balance, which is surrounding myself with good, positive, empowering, and relationships that not only I could feed into, but would also feed into me. I also had to get my body in shape. Guys, it is so imperative that you are in shape, because if your body's not in shape, your mind's not in shape. They go hand in hand. You can say what you want. You can be the smartest person in the world. If you have no energy to use that intelligence to direct it to a definite end, you're still losing, right? So get your body in shape. And my business, I wanted to eliminate the fact of I wanted to eliminate the process of just going to work and getting a paycheck and surviving from week to week, or having a limited income, because I was dependent on someone else to provide to provide the security of my financial future. So I took matters into my own hand. Right? And I began to create not one stream of income, but multiple streams of income. And people are like, well, Eric, you need to focus and concentrate on one thing at a time. Why? Explain to me why. Why would you limit yourself as to what it is you can and cannot do because someone else said it? You see, that drives me nuts, because people will tell you, well, you just need to focus on one thing at a time and get that going, this, that, and other. The process is the same. No matter what it is you do, you can work hard for it. If you go to work and if you work for $10 and you work for $1,000, it's the exact same work. You're just doing just a little bit more. And what you'll find, and what I'm beginning to see, is that there is no more work or effort needed to go after $1 million than there is to go after $100,000. No more effort. You just have to think a little different. That's it. So, yeah, I said a lot, and this was just supposed to have been off the top of my head. But in all of that, get yourself together, right? Look at where you're at right now, and allow yourself to think about the possibilities of what can happen. Don't stifle yourself. Don't knock your dreams. Don't knock your imagination. Because if you can think it, imagine it, the only thing left is to believe it and do it. That's it. Every thought seed that you have in your life comes with the equal ability to make it happen. You just got to seek it out and pull it out of yourself. All right, that's my message for this week. Went a little bit longer than I thought it was. Like I said, I was just doing this off the top of the head. I had some things in my mind at the gym. Love it. Those are usually the best ones, right? So, mothers, happy Mother's Day. I love you as always. Make the rest of your life the best of your life. I will see you coming up soon. All right, take care, guys. Bye-bye.